Hello, hello. You are joining me on a Sunday evening after the worst football game of today. We're not even going to touch on that. You have reached Kimberly with CHH with Kim and Bertie. However, that's not Bertie. Oh, this way. That's not Bertie. This is my guest host, Yahudah. How are you doing today?
I'm terrible. I'm just joking.
I was gonna say, why are you terrible? Oh yeah, your team got beat today too. We're not even gonna talk about teams today.
I ain't even been keeping up, to be honest.
It was a terrible day, so we just gonna mark it as what it is, and we gonna move on. Cause him downstairs was busy today with these teams, so we gonna move on. So we're doing something a little different today. We brought Yoel on to be my co-host today, my guest co-host, because today the artist that we have and we're interviewing is none other than, hit it, Yoel.
Bertrand Cosby. I'm joking.
He does look like a Cosby, don't he?
What?
What's up?
What's up?
Bertie. Oh, you got the shirt on. I see it.
That's right.
You.
Kingdom United.
That's right. What's going on? How y'all doing?
I hate to start the show off like this, but where my KU shirt at?
You got to join, sis. You got to get your own. I mean, we just don't give them out. You got to earn this shirt.
I have earned it. I made the list to move to Dallas, so therefore I earned it already.
Man, Yoel,
get your first gift when you arrive.
Get your co-host, man. Get your co-host, bro.
Bertrand McKinney.
Yes, ma'am.
How was your Sunday today?
It was peaceful. It was peaceful until I looked at the scores and I noticed that a certain team from Louisiana was getting mollywopped. I'm not gonna say their names. I'm not wearing their hat today. It was real bad. It was real bad. But other than that, today was good. Today has been good because a certain team in Georgia, the A Birds, those birds, they lost as well. So it's a good day.
You ain't have to go there. See, I wasn't gonna rub in your face.
I'm just saying.
How I wasn't even gonna do that.
Misery loves company. Misery loves company. That's a true saying.
We just had a bad day.
So we all just gonna suffer together.
we gonna suffer together.
We are gonna suffer together. Okay. All right. Okay.
We are going to suffer together.
Yeah, cause I ain't wearing no red stuff either. No blinged out stuff. No, none of that. None of that. And that wing right there is not for the Falcons. That's my angel. That's the difference. So anywho, Bertie.
Yes, ma'am.
We understand that you had an exciting day on Friday. Can you tell our audience what happened on Friday?
An exciting day on Friday. On Friday? What happened on Friday?
How come he don't know? You don't know what happened on Friday?
You're talking about you're talking about Mental Impact dropping. Yeah, I did. I did. So my album Mental Impact, which was out before, it was out before, it wound up getting re-released. And to explain to everybody what wound up happening with the project. So I had paid for a beat on one of the songs, right? And I always get exclusives, like no samples or anything. Well, come to find out that the beat that the producer sold me, it had a sample in it, and they didn't catch it when the album was first released. So they wound up catching it. It was a sample issue, and they pulled the whole project down because the song was part of a project. So we re-released it this time without that song on there, and that's what happened Friday. You have Mental Impact back in stores.
Now I have a question because I don't know. I really don't know. When that situation happens, can you go back to that person that you got the track from and get your money back?
Well, it's one of the things that I think what wound up happening was, because I've used the producer several times, and he's always been a stand-up guy. So I think he just sold me one. He didn't realize that it was in there. Maybe he didn't realize it was a sample that was clear. So
gotcha.
nah, it's no animosity or anything like that. He's an incredible producer. Actually, he produced over half the album, and the guy hasn't gone wrong yet. So, it happens. That's part of the business.
All right.
I had a question.
Since you the guest host, I'm gonna let you lead first with, and I'm telling you, sock it to him. I mean, get them good. I mean,
Wait a minute.
whatever
Look,
you feel
all right.
like, I don't care. Just get them.
I will do a Birdman. All right. I'm done with all three of y'all. You finish. You finish.
No, it's more like a Rick. Hey, it's more like Rick Ross. Act like you about to go to the bathroom
and just keep going. Keep going. All right.
Man. But I did have one question before we start. So this question is actually for Kim.
Uh-oh.
So Kim, I didn't get to ask you this on IMTV News.
Uh-huh.
Is there any talents that you have and you're not telling us about?
No.
So you mean to tell me you've been in this business for some odd years, you never done any rapping or singing or worship? I find that hard to believe. This is just egregious. That's my Charles Joe Brown voice.
I ain't done none of that.
Man. So BERTY.
Yes, sir.
Can you share the concept behind mental impact?
Yeah.
Besides people going nuts.
So the original concept was Orlando, who I was doing the show with everybody. And shout out to Orlando and his wife. He had a radio station actually called Mental Impact, right? And Orlando has been like a real big supporter of mine, like from day one. From the moment he had me on this show, he's always been doing stuff for me behind the scenes. So I was thinking, wow, I need to do something for bro. So I decided to name the album Mental Impact, and it has like a double meaning. The original album cover, which we went with a different cover this time around, but on the original, you saw a spirit, and you saw like a brain, right, with music notes around it. So you had a mental, the brain, and then the impact with the mental notes. So music affects your mind and it affects your spirit. So that was the meaning behind it. Plus, it was a shout out to my big brother. So that's where Mental Impact came from.
Cool. So how come you didn't use the same one?
We changed it. For branding reasons, right? It was a different project. Song wound up dropping off, and my label, and shout out to We Are One Records, they actually want me to be more visible. I try not to put myself on many album covers or anything, but they want to promote me more. So the new album cover actually has my face on it. It has me on there. So just pushing myself a little bit more.
Not you pushing yourself.
Somewhat.
Speaking of pushing yourself, I want you to tell on yourself a little bit. Can you share with the people about your early years as a professional shoplifter?
Really?
We stole from the best of the best. You stole from Pizza Hut, Popeyes, McDonald's. All right, I'm gonna ask you a real question. I hear you doing some great things at We Are One Records.
Yeah, I actually act as the vice president.
Are you stealing from them too? No, I'm just
Nah, so that's the family, man. That's my brother Complete. His wife, she goes by She Complete, and then we have our brother Mookie Unique. Yeah, and we have another artist called Holy Kid One. That's the whole team, man. I act as the vice president of the label. So just doing things, man. If I'm gonna build something, right? Trying to build with family. Complete and I, we had a relationship that goes back over 10 years, right? He walked in my job one day, and we have like a lot of things in common, doing music and stuff. So even before I was attached with like the label or whatever, he was always my engineer. I'd go to his studio, I'd record, he'd mix and master my stuff, and come find out that he had a label. So it just made sense, man, to join up with the team. It's a good relationship.
Well, I got a question.
Yeah.
Do they have a Kingdom United shirt? I'm just asking.
Nah, they aren't part of a king. They aren't part of Kingdom United. So for everybody,
I'm just asking because I don't want to be the only one that don't have one. I'm just asking.
I told you, you got to join, sis. You have to get in there. Like, you just don't get this shirt. You have to earn it. Nah, so and shout out to Harvest, who I see is in the comments, and everybody else. Shout out to Kelly, to Mary Gooseby. Hey, y'all. Y'all, Kingdom United is something that Harvest came up with, and it's a collective. You have DJs, artists, anyone that's working in the kingdom, really. And what we're doing is we're just trying to uplift one another and like get together and share our ideas and share a vision, come together under one goal. So really, it's like promoting unity within the kingdom of within God's kingdom musically. That's exactly what it is.
Yep. I second that.
Yeah, Yoel is actually a part of it. Yeah, even though he's stingy with his verses, he don't give people features and stuff. I'm gonna tell on him. Yeah, I'm talking about you. He don't give features and none of that. Yeah, that's him. He does stuff like that, but I love him though. That's my brother. Yeah.
Well, so now you know how I feel because you don't let me do nothing on your stuff either.
Kim, your talents were hidden. You didn't tell me about your talents, okay, ma'am?
I don't have any talents, but you can let me say
something.
Hey,
man, she could do skits like Freaky Zeke. Dipset.
I can say something.
Talking about she's an honorary member.
I'm an honorary member. No, so I get a shirt.
I had to go through a process to get this shirt. Now there's no honorary members. Nope. No.
Hi. You can forget it. I'm getting a shirt.
Send me your size.
Oh my!
You're so
really?
Awesome. Oh yeah, this
Kim, I love you, but I don't like you right now.
You should have told Harvest you was a media person. You could have got your shirt faster.
Awesome. I'm getting my shirt. I'm getting my shirt.
I got my shirt faster being the DJ of the group.
I'm getting my shirt.
Fun fact.
I'm getting my shirt.
Man, so speaking of beats, man, who does your production? Because that bounce, man, that still has a lingering effect on the people. And you got some other amazing production on this album. So who does your beats?
I have 3 producers that I work with mainly. So the guy that you hear on Bounce, and actually he produced I think it's like the first track y'all gonna play tonight, which is called Skate. He's a guy from Mississippi called Big Homie Fresh. Like he's from Mississippi, but his heart is out west. He is a West Coast fanatic. So anytime you hear one of my songs say, make that beat slap fresh, that's him. So I work with him. I work with another well-known producer throughout the industry, Mac 11. Mac 11 produced over half of Mental Impact. And then my main producer, Chaotic Beats, a gentleman by the name of Antoine Morgan, but his tag is Antoine Chaotic Beats. And he produced my first album, which was Alter Ego. Okay. So yeah, 3 producers though who I usually work with.
Why 365 ain't on this album?
So 365, it was actually 365 was going to wind up going on Mental Impact, the deluxe edition. And that album is not going to happen. I'm going to keep Mental Impact as it is. Here in July, my nephew got killed. He got killed and stuff. And I was going to rename Mental Impact. I was going to rename it, the deluxe edition and dedicate it to him. But we're going to shift the direction. So 365 is actually going to be on the album titled J, which stands for Jesus Accepts You. And that's my nephew's name. So the album will be dedicated to him. I decided to leave Mental Impact as it is. That project is special by itself. And I wanted to honor my nephew's memory with a whole different project. So the direction, the tone, everything on that album is going to be different. It's going to be more heartfelt.
So did you do 365? You released 365 in addition to Mental Impact?
Yeah, so 365 was actually going to be the first single on Mental Impact, the deluxe edition. Mm-hmm. Like the songs for the deluxe edition and everything are finished, but I'm not going to release those. Those are going to get released on J.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So we were actually putting something out there. Mental Impact had got pulled down. I didn't have any current music out, so the label decided we're gonna go ahead on and put 365 out there and let that bump for a while.
So Bertie, I don't think you've ever told this story. At least I haven't been privileged to know the story. I mean, you might know the story, but I don't, because he don't tell me a lot. Oh so what I wanted to ask is, I know you were in the military. I do know that. So were you that military soldier who used to, like, when y'all weren't working, just start doing some beats, throwing some bars or whatever because you was bored? Or were you that person who always wanted to be a rapper Or were you that person who didn't know you had that skill, and then all of a sudden one day you woke up and you can do it?
Nah, so I was that person that was always trying to rap. Actually, I found out that I could at an early age. I was in I want to say it was like maybe first or second grade, and there was a poetry contest, and I actually wrote a poem, and I recited the poem, and I wound up winning first place. And I was like, well, you know what? If I could recite poetry or write poems, let me see if I could rap. And I actually started trying to do it, and it was simple at first, right? Just freestyling, ABC, look at me, all this different stuff, but it developed over time. So actually, in the Army, I was that dude that was forever rap. Funny story. So in basic training, they gave us lights out, right? So when lights out happen, you're supposed to be in your bunk sleeping, right? Mm-hmm. And this night, I'm up, I'm entertaining the barracks. The lights are out, drill sergeant is gone. I'm in there rapping. Right. And he walked in and put the flashlight on me. Said, "Oh, you think you Snoop Dogg, huh? Get out on the floor. And while you counting these push-ups out, let me hear you rap with it." So he actually had me rapping while I was doing push-ups. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
So when you were doing the push-ups, were you doing an original or one that was already known rap?
Nah, he actually had me freestyling. I was up in there trying to make things, one push-up and all this other stuff. So yeah.
I wish somebody had a video of that.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. So now I was always the guy that wanted to, that love. I grew up loving music. I love hip hop. My mother kept me in church, so she was like the cornerstone in our family when it came to like church. So eventually, it just made sense for me to use the gift that I have to uplift God. So that's how that came about. That's how the whole thing with me and CHH came about.
Well, Bertie, we coming up on where it's time to present one of your first songs. And so what we're going to do is play Skate first, featuring Lady T. So can you tell us a little bit about Skate before we move into that
inspiration
track?
Yeah, so Skate is produced by Big Homie Fresh, and it does have it's a very West Coast sound. And I came up with the title, right? Like basically the song is saying like when somebody has something negative to say, they want to come at you, they want to get at you, just skate on them. Like, go ahead on, you're out. So we kind of kept the theme thing with bounce. Bounce is talking about bouncing, like, anything that comes against you has to bounce. Well, this time around, it's us skating on them. Anything that the enemy has to say, anything negative, whatever, we gonna skate. So basically, we're chucking them the deuces and we riding out on them. So that's where it came from. Lady T, and shout out to Pastor Tony Whitley and Lady T from the movement Underground 9.0. She raps, and I was messing with her one day, and I was like, you need to do a song with me. She's like, yeah, okay, send it. I'm like, all right. So I'm thinking she playing or whatever. And I sent her the beat to skate. I had my verse done and I sent it to her. And I didn't hear anything for like the first 30 minutes or whatever. And I'm like, well, maybe she doesn't like it or whatever. And within an hour, she had a verse wrote and done and stuff. And they were sending it back. So yeah, Skate, myself featuring Lady T.
She does not strike me as the person who will not will not complete a challenge. So
she's not.
She doesn't strike me as being that type of person.
No, she's been a blessing. Her and Pastor Whitley have been a blessing in my life. So really good people. That's my family. So yeah, that's it. Skate featuring Lady T and myself.
Yeah, that's one I definitely like. So if everybody is good, we're gonna go ahead and now will this be a premiere? Are we not premiering? Everybody done heard it except me.
Nah, I mean, well, the people that heard the album first, it was on the album when it first got released, but I mean, there's still people that haven't heard it. It's billions of people in the world. So, we're putting it back out there and hopefully somebody is hearing it for the first time. And for those that are, I pray that y'all like it.
All right. So here we go. Skate.
Hey, Juice, let me know some.
That beat slap fresh.
99 plus 1, I'ma keep this a buck. I don't do the back and forth cause I don't talk much. If you want an argument, then you're out of luck. It's quite obvious that you're out of touch. See, people nowadays really do the most. Frenemies are enemies and I don't keep them close. Jealousy and envy, I don't need folk. I'm all around the fire but I don't see smoke. You see, I gotta keep it G, here's the guideline. I stand on business plus I mind mine. Wasting my time ain't a part of my timeline. So you can keep the rah-rah on the sideline. 9 times out of 10 I usually play it cool. Calm and collected, I never play a fool. Haters hate, man, it's just what a hater do. Before I hate, I'ma skate and just pray for you. Gotta keep it real, this ain't no fake talk. You can catch me out here on this fake walk. Rolling with the Father, we don't take loss. Before I do that back and forth, I'ma skate off. Skate on 'em. Yeah, I like to keep it drama free. Skate on 'em. In my own lane, homie, let me be. Skate on 'em. I do my own thing while you stressing me. Skate on 'em. If I don't mess with you, then don't you mess with me.
You not riding or rolling cause I'm skating on them. Ice skates, roller blades, switching lanes on them. Stay true to me, never put the blame on them. Clean your dirty laundry, even with the stains on them. Believe in what I see, paying attention to how you eat. Play the food before, ain't no excuses, it's my time to eat. Holding back, feeling defeat. Bleeding inside, what? Can't even eat. Skate, what? Wait, what? Fake, what? Y'all fools, too late. Shake, break, what? Take, y'all fools, too late. Skate, wait, fake, y'all fools, too late. Shake, break, take, too late, I done already ate.
Gotta keep it real, this ain't no fake talk. You can catch me out here on this fake walk. Rolling with the Father, we don't take loss. Before I do that back and forth, I'ma skate off. Skate on 'em. Yeah, I like to keep it drama free. Skate on 'em. In my own lane, homie, let me be. Skate on 'em. I do my own thing while you stressing me. Skate on 'em. If I don't mess with you, then don't you mess with me.
Well,
Send that to a skating ring, man.
I was crip walking.
You can skate to skate.
I was crip
Thanks.
walking. Like
Thanks.
I had my Snoop Dogg going on. I was crip walking.
Okay.
Man, that woman sound like she from the West Coast.
Right. Right. Yeah. She got off in it, man. Shout out to Lady T again, just for for jumping on the track with me.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
That's not the first release though, right?
Somebody said these skating on talking taters.
Nah, that's not the first release off the album. The first song is "Why I Love You So" on the album, and that one
that's
is
why I love you so.
yeah, that's real personal. I've tried to do that song 1, 2, 3 times live, and I haven't been able to finish it. Like the song, at the time I was really going through something when God gave me the words for it, and it's a real personal song, and I have not been able to finish that song. Like I'll be on stage literally, and halfway through the song, every time the spirit hit me, and I just break down. So that's probably one that y'all won't see me doing live, unless God just really helps me to get through it. It's one of those. It's a real personal song.
He's saving it for you to do it when it's on a particular service that is really needed.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're gonna bring the house down, and then you're gonna bring a lot of people to Christ. What date is this so we can write this down? You're gonna say that prophetic vision that you gave me, Kim, it happened. So it's the 21st at 8:25.
Actually, I have an event here in Mississippi coming up this weekend. On the 20, it's the end of the month. It's this coming Saturday, and that song is actually on the set list. So we'll see if I can get through it this time. It's the Renaissance. It's the Renaissance Festival here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. In Mississippi, it's a pretty big event that they have every year in Mississippi, and they invited me out for like the second year in a row. So I'll be out here this coming Saturday to do that, and that song is on the playlist. I wanted to do a mixture of songs, so that one I'm hoping that I could get through it this time. So we'll see what happens.
Mississippi has Renaissance festivals.
We do, Kim. We're not all horses and greens and cabbage and all this other stuff. We do have culture. Yes, we do. We do.
I didn't think that many people did the Renaissance Festival. I mean,
actually,
they do it here in Charlotte and they do it in Atlanta, but I didn't think like Mississippi would do the Renaissance Festival.
It's a nice event.
It is. It's very nice. Food's good,
Yeah, we have all that. Then the music portion of it this year is going to be like several choirs. I'm actually the only Christian hip hop artist, and they're giving your boy 30 minutes. I have a 30-minute set, so I'll be going through. We're going through a rare song.
You're gonna eat your Wheaties before you get on stage.
Yeah, we're gonna eat them. We're gonna eat them.
Now, I just want to point out that he just casually mentioned that just now. I probably would have never known anything about it had, it just accidentally came up. That's how he does me. So that perfect example right there. Like I should have known that the minute they booked him. Like, cause that's not anything small. That's something big.
Kim,
He don't tell me nothing.
You know what? Okay, so I'm gonna start something, right? I'm gonna start something in the chat, because for what I've heard, Kim, you managed talent before, whatever. So why don't you act as my manager? How about that? You act as my manager, and then you'll know what's going on. Oh my goodness!
Oh, see that? I'm supposed to be his sister, but I got to be his manager to know anything. What's wrong with that picture?
Well, get your co-host, man.
Hey, I wonder if I asked you this before. You from home? What part of home you from?
I am from the Ninth Ward, New Orleans Ninth Ward.
Desire?
Not too far from the Desire. I lived on what was it? It was Galvez and Miro.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
so
y'all talk English.
I went
to the Ninth Ward. I don't know that other stuff.
You know, like New Orleans East, right? So I went to William France Elementary School, William France, and then St. Mary's and St. Aug.
Oh, St. Aug, okay. I know that one.
Okay, well, is that good or bad, yo? What's behind that one?
That's good.
Wow. I mean, it's New Orleans. We all at all schools, we just do what we do because I graduated from Abe.
Oh, Abe Lincoln.
No, Marion Abramson.
Marion Abramson. Okay. All right. That's what's up.
Is that like sets? What set you from? I'm from this.
Well, other people, they treat it like
they really do. They do. They treat it exactly like that. Like
if you went to Abe, you couldn't tell nobody you went to Sarah T. Reed.
Right.
So what happened if you told somebody? What happened?
A fight.
It was fighting.
You know how many fights they used to have at the plaza?
So y'all couldn't come together doing seafood boils or something?
Like crawfish? Wasn't nobody on that back then.
We were wearing our school clothes.
Now I hear Catholic names. Did y'all have to wear uniforms?
I did when I went to St. Mary's. St. Mary's was a private school, and I had to wear uniform every day. It was
that's where that bouginess come from sometimes. I get it now.
What can I say? Your boy was good at academics. I mean, okay. Don't be a hater your whole life, Kim.
Man.
So Bertie, I got a question for you. When you are performing, what is the one thing that you ask or pray for before your show is over that on how you can reach your audience?
I pray before I go up on every event, and I don't say I'm trying to get out of us saying performing, because when we say performing, it's like we're putting on a show, and it's really not. I really call it ministry, right? Yeah. So I say before I go up to minister. So I pray before I go out there, and it's just asking God to let me touch somebody, right? Whatever it is that I'm getting ready to do, whatever it is that I'm getting ready to say, then let it touch somebody. And also not to forget the words, because believe me, it happens. Like when you're writing so much music and you do so much music, it is easy to forget the words. You get caught up in everything, and it's like, okay, yeah, you be out there freestyling the next thing you know. So yeah, that's
I was just going to ask, what happens with a person who does hip hop? What happens when they forget the word?
If you're seasoned, like if you're a good artist, you keep going.
Okay.
Like you keep going, whatever. Never stop. Like if you just stop or whatever and stuff, then it's obvious. But if you go over words, 9 times out of 10, people not going to understand unless they know the song word for word. So that's it.
All right, look, one thing you can get away with is taking a breath. That way you get a second to think about what you're gonna say next.
Facts.
Wait a minute. How you take a breath when you spitting bars? Like y'all spit, like you keep going. So how you take a breath?
You don't want to pass out on stage. You got to breathe.
Yeah. So you have what's called, a lot of artists use what's called performance tracks. What a performance track is, it's blanked out in certain areas, but you have your ad libs up under it. So when you're on stage, especially if you don't have like a hype man and you're doing a bunch of songs, you know your set list, you know where your words are getting ready to come in at, and at those parts, that's where you take a pause at. You catch your breath.
Oh.
So you're actually you're rapping and stuff, but you have the ad libs, your tracks up under it. So when those are coming in or whatever, then you let it go. Then a lot of artists they actually rap over their vocal tracks. So it just depends on who it is.
I'm gonna surprise y'all one day.
Oh my God.
I am. I'm gonna write me one. And
if Bertie can't give you a verse, at least have him write something for you.
That's the least he could do, huh?
Yeah.
Man, don't be encouraging her. I got to deal with her.
Hey, Dwayne, get to writing, Dwayne.
Don't be encouraging her, man. See, after you go on co-hosting, I had to get the hosting again with her. I got to put up with her, man.
I'm gonna be in the comments. Did you write her verse yet?
That's right. And
Really?
you know how you can get started? You can get started by writing one for our show, because we ain't got one for our show.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. Was it somebody brought that to my attention? I can't remember who it was, but it's like I've done a few theme songs for a couple of podcasts, and it's like, wait a minute, we have a podcast and I haven't done one yet, so I guess I will.
So somebody said to you that we don't have a theme song. So that means somebody noticed that we don't have a theme song.
Yeah, they did.
See, that's pretty bad, yo. See, I told you he treats me like a stepchild. I keep proving it throughout this show today.
Yeah, I think
I ain't making it up.
I've done 4 so far. I did the theme song for Dr. Kyrie, which that song is actually on Mental Impact as well. Mm-hmm. It's called Your Heart, that one. So that song is on there. I've done the song for Minister Sheila Walker for her podcast. DJ I Rock Jesus, his morning coffee mix. I did the theme song for him. What? And then Nancy Holland for her show, Heart Condition. So yes, 4 so far.
See, you ain't got one for this one. That's a shame. Do you think you can just take the time to find it within your heart, your mind, and your spirit to do a song for the CHH with Kim and Bertie? I mean,
yes, Kim. I will put that up on my priorities. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I would like to be at the top of the list.
Oh my gosh.
I would like to be at the party. Now I got a question for you, Bertie.
Yes.
How does your family feel about you and this thing that you're doing, with CHH?
They're cool with it, right? Like I think one of the best responses that I've had, and my mother, who is, she's in her 70s, right? So I was taking to work one day and Bounce was playing, right? And she's over there reciting Bounce word for word, and I'm like, wow, that's real cool when you're your mom, she's in her 70s and she's reciting that. So but what did she say?
Look at that message from Harvest.
When y'all moving to
when are y'all moving to Texas?
I was trying to get somebody. So yeah, it's
I can get a job. I can just transfer.
They received it well, though, Kim. I mean, it's not like what I expected, because I guess to them I'm still Bertrand. Like I'm not Bertie. I'm not this guy on stage, whatever. I'm just like my mom. I'm her son, or my sisters. Like I'm their brother. So they know I do it or whatever and stuff, but it's like no big deal. Like I get a different reaction from people that don't know me.
I tell you one thing I learned. It doesn't matter how professional you become, how well you do, how much money you make, what kind of house you live in. That don't faze them whatsoever. You still, mama be like, okay, that's nice, but this is how it's going to be. Siblings don't care. It's like I finally figured that out in my early 40s, that no matter how well I did, I was not going to get a response from these people.
Yeah,
it's something to see. Actually, she be trying to get the drops on the upcoming songs. Like before Mental Impact ever came out, I played it for her, and she was like, "Oh, you need to send me that. You need to send me that so I can play this at my job tonight." I'm like, "Mama, you can't be playing this. This unreleased."
Wait, Bertie, what did she say when you did Miracle with Wes?
That was the experience. It was nice. Actually, at first she couldn't believe it. That was my first single, right? And shout out to Wes Morgan. Wes, very talented singer, award-winning singer. So me being new in the industry, to have him on my first single, it was amazing. So she really didn't. I mean, she was like, it's nice, baby. That's good. That's a blessing. My sister Monica is a big fan of his.
Me too.
She's a big fan. So I called her while we were actually in the studio, and I was like, I'm recording a song. She was like, really? I said, yeah, I got somebody that want to talk to you. And I handed Wes the phone. And she's like, who? I said, it's Wes Morgan. You heard her screaming in the background and stuff. So it was real cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
I love him. I love how open he is about his testimony, and
Yes.
oh my gosh, his mom and his dad are great. Oh, I love all of them.
He's amazing. That the music video that we shot for that, we shot that music video when I was living in Louisville. Shout out to Spiritfield New Life Church. We shot it in a church. And after we got through shooting the video, he actually turned around and preached the message, and the message was amazing. So that was an amazing day. It's a great day.
He is. That's my dude. Now, you know what? I had this vision. Since Mary Goobsby is one of our biggest supporters, I would like to see you and Mike Jeezy do something.
I love that. I love Mike's music. I do. Mike's an amazing artist. He is. So hey, Sister Mary, if we could hook that up, or whatever, if we can make that happen, I wouldn't mind doing a song with Mike if he has, the time. I know he's busy, but yeah, that'd be nice.
And to show that we can put our differences aside, in the video, you wear your Saints jersey, and then Mike wears our Falcons jersey.
Nah.
And
Nah. That's not gonna happen. Nah.
What ain't gonna happen?
Nah.
Y'all can't come together with your jerseys.
That clashes.
That ain't clashing.
Nah, that clashes.
It's showing that you guys are actual men of God, and you know how to put your differences aside. It's like the Blood and the Crips. It's like the Falcons and the Saints, and y'all can come together.
I can't with you. I really can't.
That would be, can you just imagine?
Okay, Miss Mary said, let's make it work. All right, then.
Let's make it work, Miss Mary.
Let's make it work.
And I'll be scratching in the back with my music. That's what I'll be doing.
She said they might have a problem with that one. Yeah, so you're not going to see the Saints and the Falcons jersey in the video. No, not going to happen.
I'm going to pray on it. Can you just imagine, just think about it, how big that video could go? Like, it would blow up in New Orleans.
No, we can't.
Blow up in Atlanta.
No, we can't. Right. No, it'll blow up. You're right. Into a fight. Nah, it's not gonna happen.
That would. I'm gonna provide y'all that reason. No, Mary, that wouldn't be a problem. You'll see. Y'all will see what I'm talking about. You know how big this could be? I have big vision. Like, that video could be on the Jumbotron at the both Mercedes-Benz stadiums.
Oh my God. Really?
I have vision.
You got to have vision.
And on that note, I'm gonna sip this fruit punch.
I have vision. I do.
I can't with you,
man. So I wanted to ask about some of the songs on the album. One of them I heard you do is "That's What You Are" with Harvest. What's the inspiration behind that one?
And that's another one that that God gave me. And that's really a song talking to him, saying that that's what he is to me. And in my mind, originally it was like I get these hooks or whatever and stuff, but I can't sing. I can't sing, right? So I couldn't hold a note if I was carrying it on paper. So I was like, all right, so I got this hook. I had this song, right? I need somebody to get on the song. And actually, Harvest is one of my favorite artists, right? When it comes to CHH, amazing artist herself. So I was like, okay, then let me reach out to her, or whatever. So I asked her, and she was like, yeah. So I sent her the song, and she sent it back to complete. And when I heard the song, I was like, wow, I was amazed. So yeah, it's an incredible song.
So we got to be your favorite artist for you collab. Okay, noted.
No, it's not that. I mean,
no, that's what you said. That's what I'm
not going to.
I've been trying to everybody.
I've been trying to get a feature with you for the longest. We're not. Come on, anyway.
That's what I was telling everybody.
So I just want to say I ain't featured on either one of your stuff. So there. So I'm gonna see. All right, so it's about time for us to go into your next video, Bertie. Not video, sorry. Next song. And this is 365.
Abdullah.
So can you tell us a little bit about What drove you to write through to do 365 and what it's about?
And that beat. So and this is actually one of the outside producers that I did work with on the song. This is produced by my label mate Mookie Unique, his main producer, guy named Key on the beat from Mississippi. He sent the beat through, and the beat actually has like a real, like a Memphis sound to it. And as soon as I heard the beat, like I immediately started thinking chopped and screwed. So the hook is 365, I be praising my God. 365, I be praising my God. It's chopped and screwed to slow down, but it just has that feel. Like that's one of those, man. So God gave me the idea, you know, to do that, and that's what we came up with. And it features my brother Juna Sparrow. Juna Sparrow's on there as well.
Oh, I love Juna.
Yeah. So Juna and I had collaborated on a previous song on his project, and I was trying to figure out like who can I put on this one. And immediately when I thought that, I was like, you know what, Juna. So I reached out to Juna. He was like, yeah, man, let's make it happen. I sent him the beat, and within a week, he had it back to me.
So is there a video in the making or in the near future for that?
Yes, there is. So we've actually tried to film the video twice.
Uh-huh.
We tried to film it on the first time the first time we got rained out, like Kingdom United. Shout out to KU. Y'all see the shirt. We had we had a show. So the event got rained out. Harvest was supposed to be shooting her so awesome music video. That one got rained out, and then that following day I was supposed to shoot the video for 365. It was crazy. So nothing happened that whole weekend.
That's because I wasn't there.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so that's what happened. And then the second time around, I was trying to shoot it this last time that I was in Dallas, but Juna couldn't make it. So it's in the works. The video is coming.
All right.
Won't you dare lie to us?
If all hearts and minds are clear, let's go ahead and move on into. Wait a minute before I say that. Is this a premiere, or has everybody else heard it too?
No, I mean it's been out. It's been out for a few weeks. You know, it's playing on a few radio stations, so people may or may not have heard it. You know, yeah, like Yoel, he played it the other night on his show. You were a guest on.
I know that.
Oh
yeah, but
gosh.
you got to play it before I did. It's a shame. All right, so let's go ahead and present 365.
Oh my goodness.
By Bertrand McKinney. BERTY.
$365 days a year. We give God the Most High all the praise. 365, I be praising my God. 365, I be praising my God. 365, I be praising my God. Praising my God. Praising my God. Listen, I give him praise like all day, but that's too much. Some of y'all say, but it's Yahweh, not y'all's way. He's a big guy, mucho grande, gigantic, el gigante, boss with the sauce, picante, the real rock, no Kanye, explosive, he the Bombay. Without him, then there's no me. Only God, that's my OG. I make moves, keep closely in the game of life and let him coach me. It's his team and he run plays. I'm obedient to what the sun say. No turning back, there's only one way. Elevation, so clear the runway. Yes, sir. See, he take the lead and I follow him faithfully. Into it is spirit, so there is no hate in me. To do his will, that's why he created me. Coming back soon, your boy waiting patiently waiting, so stop all the hating. God is the one in the rocket with Satan. Worthy of praise, your might as well praise him. Hands in the air, so go on and raise them. Those that are lost, God can save them. Mercy on point and his grace is amazing. Those that are lost, God can save them. Mercy on point and his grace is amazing. 365, I be praising my God. 365, I be praising my God. 365, I be praising my God. Praising my God. Praising my God. I said 365, I be praising my God. 365, I be praising my God. 365, I be praising my God. Praising my God. Praising my God.
All praises to the Most High. He gave us his Son for his grace and mercy. He gave us the Spirit and truth so we can walk bold through controversy. He's a refuge for my pain and he's my guidance through any threat. He prepared us with a sword, but we must believe what the Son said. The sacrifice, the truth, and repentance is the only way we see the light. Must be reborn through the Spirit to understand what ain't in your sight. Living by faith and not by fear. No room for the wicked, no need to invite. Only way we win in this fight is focus on on the most high. When I wake up in every morning, I'm in prayer while the day's forming, giving thanks for the transforming in my life so I become forming with the most high. My life's on the line 24/7, 365. He gave me life so I give him mine. He made divine in his design. When I wake up in every morning, I'm in prayer while the day's forming, giving thanks for the transforming in my life so I become forming with the most high. My life's on the line 24/7, 365. He gave me life so I give him mine. Ain't no other way to be divine.
365, I be praising my God. 365, I be praising my God. 365, I be praising my God. Praising my God. Praising my God. I said 365, I be praising my God. 365, I be praising my God. 365, I be praising my God. Praising my God. Praising my God.
Oh, they was just gonna show off at the end on the piano.
Yeah, they was. Tell the truth, Bertie.
What?
You be in your car with the radio. I mean, with the speakers turned all the way up on that one, don't you?
Crying.
No, I mean, like, honestly, I listen to other artists' music. It's very seldom that I listen to my own. Like, I listen to it like if I have events coming up or whatever. But like, he don't believe me. Like, I'm playing Yoel's music. I play Harvest's album. I play Complete's music. I'm a big fan of Bizzle, a Big Seven fan. I listen to other artists' music.
No, I'm talking about just the beat in that. Like I can
Oh yeah, yes. Look, he sent me. So that was one of those like any artist, right? When you're dealing with producers, they'll send you what's called a beat pack. They'll send you like several beats inside of a pack. So I'm going through, I'm listening to the beats or whatever and stuff, and that one came on. I'm like, whoa. So I immediately said, hey man, please tell me this is not a sample. This is you playing all this. I need this beat. He was like, bro, you got it. You got it. So
hey,
Brew, I didn't played it in the drop yet because he didn't give it to me until Friday. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all he treated me like a stepchild, so I don't get to play nothing.
I'll tell you what.
Hey, real.
Okay, so here we go.
Real quick. Shout out to my boy Abdullah. That's the Houston Brew. We host a show together called Ears to Hear Music Review.
Okay. So
look, y'all ain't asked me to be on that one.
I'm saying it right here. Y'all hearing it first. Y'all hearing
we got to get your album done first.
We're gonna do because and Brew, I got you, bro. I got you on the remix. So we're announcing it right now. We're gonna do a remix. Kim, since you complaining, we're gonna let you do the intro on the remix on 365 remix, right? So we're gonna put it out there. Okay. We're gonna have artists on there and stuff. We'll make an extended remix, and we'll
shout out to my other co-host Hondo.
All right, there you go. 365 remix.
Why I can't do the remix on Oh no, never mind. She did that by herself. I was gonna say why I can't do the remix on You're So Awesome, but you're not on that one. I forgot. That's my hero.
Yeah, I'm in the video though. I'm in the video.
So Bernie, just for that, you gonna go last. Can you tell the people how to reach you? Give everybody the ways to get onto your shows before we end CHH with Kim and Bertie. Let everybody know how they can see you outside of CHH, Kim and Bertie.
Man, everything I do is on YouTube, Facebook, under my name, Yoel Yahudah. When the screen come back on my music is at yoelyahudah.bandcamp.com. And this is on my music is on all platforms as well.
All right. Go on. You
know what?
Bertie Wayne.
Yeah. Tell people how they can hear your music and where they can see you on all of your platforms, sir.
Well, you definitely don't type you in, that's for sure.
You.
wherever you listen to your music, wherever you stream your music, whatever platform you're on, it's easy. Type in Bertrand McKinney. That's it. My music will pull up. Bertrand McKinney. So Spotify, Apple, YouTube, Deezer, wherever you listen to your music at. And it's the same for social media. Type in Bertrand McKinney. I pop up.
That's it. Just Bertrand McKinney. That's it.
Bertranders.
That's it. I mean, it's fortunately there aren't too many Bertrands in the world that I've seen. So
hey Bertie.
What's up, man?
So you got another song called Show Up and Show Out. What's that being placed on?
So that was a single. That was a single that I put out a couple years ago, and the video, it was based on the life of the gentleman that gave me my first recording contract, Archbishop Stephen Kelsey. So in the video, well, actually in real life, he had there's a rare form of cancer, right? And they thought he wasn't going to be able to walk. He wound up doing that. Then told him that he'd never have children, never see his grandkids. Thought he was going to wind up dying. He went from doing that, thinking that he won't be able to walk, to playing college basketball, winning a national championship, to becoming a self-made millionaire. So the video is based on his life. And in the beginning of the video, you actually see a guy being wheeled in a wheelchair, not in a wheelchair, but being rushed to a hospital. That's him. They found him, if I'm not mistaken, non-responsive or something like that. And that's the hospital scene. Then in the video, you see the basketball scenes and stuff. So it's based on his life.
Okay, cool.
And the song really says, God is gonna show up and show out, and that's exactly what he does. In those times that we really need him, God will show up, and not only does he show up, he shows out.
So before we play our last song with my Shiro, that's what you are.
Yeah.
Can you? Did I hear something in your voice? Like, did it sound like it was?
No, I know who she is to you.
That sound like a little attitude, that you had. Anyway, Bertie, can you give our people a word for the week? Just for the week. Give them a word for the week.
If there's anything that is too big for you to put your hands on, take your hands off of it and allow it to put it in God's hands. His hands are way bigger than ours. And that's the advice that a gentleman that I knew that he gave me. Right? He said, if you look at it, if you have a problem when things are going on in our lives, if you can't readily take your hands and put your hands on it and fix that problem, then take your hands off the problem and put them in the hands of somebody that can fix them. And that's God. So give your problems, give your cares to God, and put it in his hands. And when you have it in his hands, leave it there. You don't have to put your hands back on it. Let him take care of it. He'll do all the heavy lifting.
I definitely needed that one for myself. Yeah. All right, yo, thank you so much for being my guest host tonight.
No problem.
And anytime you want to come back, you can come back and sock it to Bertie. I ain't even gonna get in your way. I ain't even gonna get in your way.
How am I a guest on the show and I receive all this hatred? You know what?
Because I'm the big sister, you the little sister. I mean little brother.
You know what? Can we play the song, ma'am?
Thank you everybody for joining CHH with Kim and Bertie. Look forward to seeing you next Sunday. Next Sunday we will have an artist by the name of Sam Pierce. He's got some new stuff coming out. Can't wait to talk to him. Everybody have a good week. Good night.
And let's have a moment of clarity. There's freedom in your transparency. When you speak, you release. That's therapy. It's my decision to listen and do it carefully. Wanna live carefree? Well, it's gonna start. When secrets are kept, families are torn apart. I wanna do my part to help heal your heart. Shed some light on your life when your days are dark. Help ignite a spark that'll bring change. Be your shelter from the rain, assist with the pain.
It's your boy Tony D on the radio. You know what time it is. Let's go.
Hello, everyone. This is Pat Nash of Pat Nash Talks, where we have the conversations that create real relationships. I'm here every single Sunday, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern, and you can find us right here on Level Up Nation. See you then.
Words can't deny what I try. You're the reason why, you're the apple of my eye. And it's so hard to deny. Your love is like a drug and I'm on a natural high. If the limit is the sky, you're the air beneath my wings as I take off and fly. You wiping tears as I cry. My shelter from the storm, you cover me and keep me dry. Totally amazing, perfect in all ways, worthy of all the praising. Let's have some hand raising in honor of the one that sent the son to save men. Woo. Father of creation, architect of life, the cornerstone and foundation. You need some peace in your life, no need to look no more, he gives eternal salvation. Simply put, yo, God is love. No one can do the things he does. Creator of the earth and the sky above. Fly is the dove, the ultimate. Honestly, there is no higher love. For every hand, well, God's the glove. Need a connection, God is the plug. He's that warm embrace felt with every hug. Great just because from the beginning of time, look, and there he was. Words can't deny what I try. You're the reason why, you're the apple of my eye. And it's so hard to deny. Your love is like a drug and I'm on a natural high. If the limit is the sky, you're the air beneath my wings as I take off and fly. You wipe the tears as I cry. My shelter from the storm, you cover me and keep me dry.
My comfort, my father, my shelter, ooh, provider, strong tower, protector, ooh. No one else can love me like you do, and no one else can cover like you do, and no one else can make me feel like you do, you do. Jesus, you're my all and my peace, more than I imagine or dream. You're more than the air that I breathe, my necessity, my serenity. Lord, you hold the key and I'll follow your lead in all things. Trusting your way in all it brings. Expressing your love in all this brings. Everything to me.
Words can't deny what I try. You're the reason why, you're the apple of my eye. And it's so hard to deny. Your love is like a drug and I'm on a natural high. If the limit is the sky, you're the air beneath my wings as I take off and fly. You wipe the tears as I cry. My shelter from the storm, you cover me.